I mean, I was just, while coming here, I was actually thinking of the issues where the media has a big role to play. There is always this, people don't understand that the Albion project actually does not involve a refinery. No, there's no refinery involved. See, this is the surprise. This is what I wanted to tell you. A small island nation like Mauritius, ideally, both economically and from the environmental point of view, should not have a refinery. And there is no discussion, even no exchange of any notes on a refinery. This was an idea which a third party, I don't want to name the organization, they had put a proposal for setting up a petroleum refinery in Albion. And then at that point in time, they had taken a piece of land and all that. But what is being discussed with India has no refinery content. We don't encourage refinery in Mauritius. That will be this can go into record. I mean, if there is no refinery. There is no petroleum refinery component in whatever we are discussing. It is a petroleum bunkering hub. What that means is, you see, you have a port which is right next to Port Louis, your capital. And it's a small opening and everything, all your petroleum requirement, everything is coming there. There's a huge congestion. And actually, from the point of view of safety, it is also very difficult to have everything coming to Port Louis and moving out from there. It's not helping in the congestion. Albion, the location is such, it's got the required draft. It can get, and now Port Louis, you cannot get also the huge, the Suez Max plus petroleum. So smaller vessels come, so it's not economically viable. It adds to the cost, and eventually what happens? The cost is passed on to the consumer. So what Albion project, and this is what the media should actually be educating the people. The people are, kind of protesting, thinking a refinery will come, it will cause pollution, there's a security hazard, and we are the last ones to support this. What the idea is that it will be a petroleum bunkering hub there, where the entire requirement of Mauritius is met. And after that, third country exports are facilitated, which would be in the interest of Mauritius. What you have been talking about is the environment impact assessment in the context of the refinery. Yeah. And when the refinery doesn't exist, what environment impact assessment are you making? So you do any project, even in India, we do any project, we get an EIA clearance. But there is a very simple EIA clearance, because you are not producing anything, you are not emitting anything into the atmosphere. You are just, it's a bunkering hub. Yeah. You are just keeping, then is the same thing of making an EIA, what about the bunkering which is taking place next to Port Louis, in Port Louis Harbour? Honestly, I mean, I see that. You go anywhere in the world, you won't find in so close proximity to the main capital city where people stay and these facilities. As important is, at least if it moves out in the sense it should not expand. It should not expand. So Albion gives the answer to that. We are with Mauritius on the Chegasis. We are with Mauritius, we are supportive of Mauritian position on the Chegasis. That's just in a single sentence, I would like to confine myself. Don't ask me for specifics, because we have also conveyed this to your leadership, that we are with Mauritius on this issue.
Well, I would just like to say, when time comes to support, avoid in Mauritius or whichever, with India do.
Yeah, this is what you are talking is speculation. If this happens, it's a little hypothetical proposition. If Mauritius decides to do ABC, what would India do? So what I'm telling you, because at this point, whatever we have already conveyed to Mauritius, that we are with you we endorse your position on the check.
What Mr. Panda said is that on this issue we are with Mauritius. Period. Okay.
That's all.
Now after this you are asking the question. So his words for reporting are that on this issue we are with Mauritius. Okay. Now,
yes, come what may, because
come what may is not what he said.
No, what I'm asking. No, that's the question.
That's
I'm
the question.
asking.
Okay.
The question is because we know that India, like every other country, has economic interests. We know the relationship between the US and India and the agreement side, etc. Now, if it came to a vote, which it will be, it's not a hypothetical situation. We are getting there because we're not getting anywhere else in our negotiations with the UK. Are you still going to vote on the side of Mauritius?
When I say that we are with Mauritius on this, and this is a commitment which is made on record, we will be supportive of the Mauritian position. I'm not saying qu'a, including in the United Nations.